Hurricane Irma destroyed so much of St. John, but not its spirit.
We will get through this. One way or the other, we will.
That's my house right there.
Ian Samuels recalls the moment the storm hit.
I was underneath my house. I could listen to my house fall apart upstairs. But I have my kids, I have my wife there with me, and so I have to be strong.
It's been over a week since Irma struck, but life is far from being back to normal. More than 90% of the water and power distribution systems are damaged. Recent rains have caused flash floods and mudslides, and schools could be closed for a year. One of the things that's the most stunning, the vegetation gone. A week ago, this was lush and green. Now it looks completely burnt out. It truly looks like a war zone. The island is dependent on tourism. At least 60% of its income comes from visitors to the Caribbean island paradise. But at least in the short term, that number will drop.
I work at the Westin, and that was destroyed, so I don't have a job right now.
Tara was told it could take a year or more to rebuild the hotel. But in the meantime, she will likely have to leave the island to find work, and she's not the only one.
A lot are leaving currently as we speak. There are boats going to St. Croix and Tortola daily.
This is our home.
But some islanders aren't going anywhere.
And we're here for the long haul. But we're going to rebuild and make it better.
That's the spirit of this island. You know, being the smallest of the 3 Virgin Islands, we have to be self-sufficient at times. I look at this as an opportunity. I just want to focus on what we need to do moving forward.
And joining us now, Stephanie Ruhle, fresh off that trip to the Caribbean. Steph, good morning.
Morning.
What do they need most down there?
They need us not to forget them. You know, they are the U.S. Virgin Islands, but there's not industry down there. They say it's 60% of their economy is tourism. When I talk to people, it's like 90%. And there were people I spoke to that said, I work in the hotel industry. I'm going to just have to leave. They're not going to have power back, water back. It could be a year. So people who think of the Virgin Islands as their paradise, we cannot forget those islands are there, they're U.S. territories, and those people need us.
I'm looking at this video. Everything is just flattened. What did you see there as far as help is concerned? I mean, did you see a large military presence, FEMA?
I mean, things are flattened. Roofs look like crumbled pieces of paper on the ground. There's power lines down everywhere, and there's no way to communicate because there's no cell service. And the funny thing is there was a little bit of military presence, not as much as you would think, like, yes, at the food distribution center, but the beautiful thing, it was communities. You know, St. John, I didn't know this, is known as the city of love. Yeah. I was with people who lost their home a week ago, haven't even thought about their own houses, and they're clearing streets. They're trying to do anything they can to bring food and shelter to their neighbors. And remember, it's still hurricane season. It is pouring down rain, so there's mudslides, there's not enough tarps. The homeless shelters don't even have enough tarps overhead. So if the only thing you have left is the shirt on your back, imagine if even that is still getting soaked. But still, the optimism there, people said, this is the price you pay when you live in paradise. It was, these people were amazing. We cannot forget how much they need our help.
Stephanie Ruhle, thanks for going down there for us.